Hello, welcome back to the channel How to Improve Your Communication Skill in English Language. I'm Dr. Gopal Singh Mehta, again going to share with you a little bit of my own wisdom, and that's regarding achieving your goal. If you have placed a goal for yourself to achieve it in certain length of time, then you must be having a strategy in your mind that how you are going to go about your goal, how you are going to really reach your goal, how you are going to really achieve success in claiming your goal. So what are the various factors or elements that are going to really contribute towards the journey of your aspiration, and you have to work around them in order to make yourself more eligible and more competent in achieving your goal. So today I'm talking about the present moment. Basically, if you are thinking to achieve your goal, you should not be attaching too much of your attention or too much of your focus to your goal. You have decided a goal, and for the time being you need to really keep it separate. Now you need to really focus your attention about and around the various elements and factors that contribute towards making you more strong or eligible to achieve your goal, because this is how we are going to really move ahead along the journey of our life, not by just constantly thinking about our goal. So if we keep thinking about goal, that we have to achieve a goal, we have to achieve a goal, our attention is going to fritter away. It is just being attached far more to our goal rather than paying attention to what needs to be done to reach your goal. So you need to really focus on the journey, not on the goal. Attaching too much of your attention or too much of your focus on the goal is going to really make you become far more impatient and hasty in going about your journey, and that's not the ideal way of really going about, because then you are going to not become that strong or competent enough to achieve your goal. So you won't be then a deserving candidate. So if you really want to make yourself a stronger candidate, you have to really be focused in the present, working around all those elements that are going to make you a strong candidate to achieve your goal. So, for example, if we talk about the communication skill in English language, this is one we have decided that in 1 year of time we are going to really make ourselves good enough to speak our mind out in a brilliant and effective manner, fluently, confidently. Now, this is our goal we have set for ourselves. Now, how we are going to achieve this goal? Now, this should be our concern, and we should be really focusing our attention around and about all those elements that are going to be helpful to achieve our goal. So it is again the same. You have to read a lot of English stuff so that your mind gets exposed to English language. The more it is going to really get exposed to variety of English stuff, the more it is going to really absorb something about its knowledge, how something is said, or how some thoughts are depicted in words in different variety of ways by different authors. So you are going to really have a glimpse into the various ways of their writing, the various ways of their speaking out those ideas, those opinions. So the various use and shades of their spoken English or their writings are going to play a very important role, because whatever we consume, our mind gets something out of it. It constantly absorbs from the environment you are engaged with. Suppose you are listening to a lot of native speakers only, not non-native speakers. So you are going to absorb the way they are speaking, the way they are, having their own accent, and how they are expressing themselves. That is a constant process of absorption by your mind. Your mind is just going to absorb a lot of elements from what you are listening. It is the nature of your stuff that you are listening to, and that's going to really get absorbed. And when you start speaking out, perhaps you are going to really feel it, experience it, that you are also having a touch of that native element in your speaking. This is, you are also going to really speak in an accent, if not exactly to that of native speakers, but somewhere near to it, and that your style of speaking, everything that is going to be more matching than your own native ways of speaking this language out. So this is one thing. The second thing is that you need to pay attention to every details of whatever you are engaging with. If you are collecting some vocabulary from whatever stuff you are reading, there is going to be always some of the vocabulary part that you need to really note down, that you need to really add to your already existing vocabulary. So this is how we are going to expand our vocab power. So you are going to really come across many words, the meaning of which perhaps are not that clear to you. So you are going to note them down and later on think about it, that in what context they were used and what could be their meaning. So our mind is continuously exercising, around this stuff. And when you search out the meaning of that word, you come to know, oh yeah, it was a little bit similar, or perhaps sometimes it is completely different to what you were thinking. So you need to really look out for the meaning of those words so that you get a clear idea about what the word actually meant and how it had been used in that particular context. And again, you can also put that word to use in making your own sentences in ingenious ways, because this is the way you are going to exercise your mind to use those words in your own speaking exercises. And that's how you are going to remember those words for a longer period of time, or maybe forever. Because our memory is always going to be having a far, long-term one when we put those words to practicality, because our mind just then understand the word pretty well, that how we are using those words. And the second thing is that the word is going to really have a memory of also how we use that word. So perhaps sometimes we don't remember exactly the meaning of the word, so we are just going to remember the context, how we had used that word. So there are various ways of recollecting our memory, and this is how we are going to be also making ourselves better on spoken English, because we are trying to create sentences, we are trying to articulate sentences around those words, putting those words in use to have some meaningful sentence about them. So this is a kind of exercise basically you are putting yourself to. This is a communication practice exercise. So every detail. And if you happen to watch English movies or series, you get to know that how they are speaking. And in the beginning it is going to be very tough, of course, to understand everything they are speaking. So part of it you might be understanding, but at the same time you are going to read the subtitles over there. But sometimes it also becomes difficult. Most of the time it is going to be difficult in the beginning that we are going to read the subtitles completely in one go. This is a bit difficult in the beginning because they are written so fast, because they are speaking so fast that the subtitles go away in a jiffy and the next line comes up. So you aren't able to really keep pace with the subtitles even. But slowly we keep watching the series and we keep reading the subtitles. So that's going to really give an idea about how the sentences are being, structured, and what is beautiful way they are being said. And at the same time, you are going to pick up with your speed of reading out those subtitles, and slowly it is going to be quite easy for you to read all of the subtitles in one go. And your mind also works faster. So mind gets adapted to what you need it to be doing. So the more you are going to exercise your mind around anything, the mind also adapts to the situation, and it is going to make itself far more capable of doing what you need to be doing or what you desire to be doing. So continuously working around something is going to really make you be easier doing that in future. So when it comes to speaking out this language fluently, confidently, smartly, the only principle is that you will have to really speak it out as much as possible. If you are having an environment where your peers, your colleagues, or people around, some of the people around are usually speaking this language out, you need to be in their group. You need to be accompanying them. You need to be really trying to be in their company so that you also get to practice this language out, because this is the sure sort way of making yourself so fluent and confident. Because then you get to really speak this language every day, and the hesitation, the reluctance that is there in your mind about really starting even a single sentence or starting on the sentence is going to go away slowly, and you're going to really get far more prompt, far more spontaneous, far more natural to speak this language out. And that is why I say that if you are having an environment of English speaking people around, you must be part of that group in order to make yourself better on spoken English, because that's going to really break away your all hesitation, and it is going to be your daily staple of mind to becoming it with so promptness and so spontaneity that you are no longer feeling any obstruction in speaking out this language. Pay attention to everything, and that's how you are going to amass a lot of English knowledge, and that's going to pull up your confidence level about this language. And then you think that this language is no more an alien language to you. You are comfortable handling out this language, and it is just only a matter of time and your sincere desire to have that kind of expertise in your spoken English, and your practice, of course, and your engagement with your practice of speaking. That's going to really see you very soon a competent speaker, a speaker that's going to really have his own ingenious ways, his own identity about, someone who can speak one's mind in such a fashion. You have carved a place for yourself. It's not that you are towing someone, it's not that you're copying someone, you are not pretending to be sounding like someone else. You are being your natural self. You have to really carve out an identity about your own self. You are so natural to yourself, because anything that's coming to our mind, if you are able to really process it and organize it in such a fashion that our mind is just working in tandem with our all other centers that are responsible for making a good spectacle of spoken English, then definitely we are going to really speak out in that measured nuances and exact the way the mind really wants us to convey something out. So it is only practice, and just engaging your mind into doing that what you want to get better at. Thank you so much. Good day.